Chapter 526. Carton smiled before she said, "Oh, please come in. Come in. I have not lived in this villa for many years. So, please just make yourselves at home as you look around the villa." Okay, Michael nodded before he entered the villa with Lucy. After that, he began looking at the layout and interior design of the villa. At this time, the real estate agent smiled before she said, "Mr. Richard, the West Garden Villa is one of the first villa complexes that was developed in Orris Hill. The supporting facilities are all relatively complete, and it has very tight and good security. Therefore, your safety is guaranteed. The villa has an actual living area of 490 square meters, and this fully meets all of your previous requirements. The reason Michael was looking forward to buying an old villa was because it would be relatively cheaper. A normal 490 square meters villa cost at least $30 million in Orris Hill. But the current market price of a villa in this villa complex generally costs only $13 or $14 million. Moreover, it seemed as though he would be able to bargain and cut down the price of the villa today. Therefore, Michael asked Carton immediately, "Miss Luke, how much do you intend to sell your villa for? Since I will be leaving for the UK soon, I am actually in a hurry to sell this villa. Therefore, I will sell my villa for a relatively cheaper price." Carton smiled slightly before she said, "Well, if both of you are really interested in buying my villa, I will sell it to you for $13 million. What do you think?" "What? Are you trying to steal or rob from us?" Lucy raised her voice as she blurted out her words in shock. "This is such an old villa, but you actually have the audacity to ask for $13 million? Carton did not get angry and merely smiled as she said, "In this villa community, most of the listing prices for the villas here are above $13.5 million. Some people are placing their villa for sale for $14 million. Therefore, the price of $12 million that I have quoted to you is in fact a very, very cost-effective and special price." Right then, Elaine, who was sitting in the living room, heard the familiar voices from outside. She glanced outside out of curiosity and saw Lucy, who was very displeased and dissatisfied at this time. The man standing next to her was none other than Michael, the eldest son of the Richard family. Elaine really did not expect to see both of them here. After thinking about what Carton had just said, Elaine deduced that both of them were potential buyers who were interested to buy Carton's old villa. Wasn't the Richard family about to go bankrupt? How could Michael even afford to buy a villa at a time like this? At this time, Lucy had a very arrogant expression on her face as she said, "Miss Luke, to be honest with you, only a fool would buy this old villa for $13 million. I heard that you were going to the UK soon, so I know that you will want to get rid of this villa as soon as you can. If you agree to sell me this villa for $9 million, we can complete the sales and transaction immediately today. After that, you can even pack your bags and leave for the UK tomorrow. Wouldn't that be the best of both worlds for you?" Lucy's main reason for lowering the price of the villa was because she knew that the other party was in a hurry to sell. In her opinion, since the other party was in a hurry to sell, she definitely had to take advantage of this opportunity to bargain and lower the price of the villa so that she could make a big profit for herself. She felt that if Carton was anxiously waiting to leave for the UK because she had a family member who was dying or in need of help, she would surely be able to pressure her into selling her villa for a lower price. However, Lucy did not know that Carton was actually very wealthy and had more than one house that she was waiting to sell. Therefore, she was not in need of money at all. Why would she possibly allow Lucy to take advantage of her and sell her the villa at a loss just because she was in a hurry to sell? Carton naturally knew that Lucy was up to no good. Therefore, she frowned before she replied in a disapproving tone, "Miss Queen, I admit that my villa is a little old, but I have already given you a very fair price for it. You will definitely not be able to find a lower price for a villa in this area than the price that I have just offered you. As for the price of $9 million that you have mentioned, I am afraid that is nothing but a fantasy." After that, Carton continued speaking, since it seems as though both of you are not really sincere, I don't think that we need to continue talking about this anymore. Michael knew very well that his wife's counteroffer of $9 million was indeed very ridiculous. Why would anyone sell this villa for $9 million? In fact, if someone placed this villa for sale at $12 million, it would be sold within half an hour because it would indeed be a very good bargain for a villa like this. It would be very much cheaper than the market price. Therefore, Michael hurriedly replied, "Miss Luke, please do not be angry. My wife is not sensible and she does not know that she is talking nonsense." Lucy glared at Michael before she said, "I am not sensible? Michael, have you forgotten who is in charge of this family? Have you forgotten who has always been the one making decisions for the family? I am telling you, I will not buy this villa for more than $9 million. Then, Lucy tried to wink at Michael, almost as though she was trying to tell him that she had got this under her control. Lucy was confident that she would be able to take this woman down. Just then, Elaine walked over with a smile on her face as she said cheerfully, "Oh, brother-in-law and sister-in-law, you actually expect to buy this villa for only $9 million? Are you insane?"